Welcome everyone to round number 4. This is the 4th round of Swiss at the Epic Cards and Games local tournament, and we have Mondo versus Chase. This is another cool twin mirror match, and we saw that Mondo won dice roll, so we're gonna see him go ahead and activate KTS, and then that gets stopped by Ash. But luckily KTS is 2 activations per turn. However, the fact that he's using both of them right now means that he really needs this to go through, otherwise he may just lose the game. Which kind of sucks, but maybe he can win throughout. So he is going to go ahead and add Rotary here. We see Chase ends up having 3 engine cards plus Valor left. And yeah, I mean, look at that. You have him normal summoning out the Rotary by revealing Bell, and now he's going for the Track Maker. So I mean, it's not over, right? If this resolves, he has JJ Cooltoon plus a monster, but the Track Maker will get stopped. So he's forced to grab the JJ Cooltoon here if he doesn't have another extender, right? Because then he could go grab Q into Rico and Mix, and then he gets his 3rd normal summon, right? So here we are going to see him normal summon out the Q. Q effect is going to... Actually, maybe you add Mix here. Then you can go for Remix and the normal summon Rico, add back the Mix, and then go for RS. Because if you summon Rico here, add Remix, then you'll have to, of course, make Loudness War and then normal summon the Mix, which I guess is also fine. Because he has Track Maker. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's not the worst thing in the world. So yeah, we're gonna see him go for the Rico here on summon is going to go ahead and grab Mix. Another thing that he could do is get the additional normal summon out anyways and just, you know, continue that way, but the Mix can only get you non-level 2, so that's why I suggested the other idea. But looks like the Mix will go ahead and be normal summon off of the JJ Cooltoon's additional now, which is going to grab him what exactly? Let's see. So it looks like it's going to be Rotary again. Feels bad. No, I mean, I think the RS remix combo is probably the best thing that he can go for, but it looks like he's gonna go for follow-up with the Q addition. From here, he's going to go ahead and synchro summon off the Mix and the Q into Remix, right? I mean, that's the only 5 really that you could go for. And that's gonna get him, yeah, the Remix summon in the extra monster zone. Now we're gonna see the Chase's top 2 cards, which are really good. So Rotary is going to be bottom deck, and then you're gonna banish the KTS. The thing is that, I mean, he has Synchro Overtake, he has double normal summon, right? Like, this is probably not that bad. If Mondo has some other hand traps though, this could be fine. He could go Remix, summon out Rico, or not Rico, but Mix, grab the Bell. Bell at least stops the Synchro Overtake. But like, what if you get Bell? What if he top decks a Bell, right? That's why knowing the normal summon is so important here, because it's really hard to play when you have some unknowns, right? Now, here, we're going to see Chase grab the Imperm off the top deck, but he chooses to utilize it right away, which is a little awkward in my opinion, right? Because the Remix was going to occur anyways, so why not just wait and see if he commits into a Synchro Summon and then use the Imperm, right? Like, I think in that retrospect, that would have been way better. But I guess no, because if Mondo chooses to wait on the Remix, then Synchro Overtake ends up resolving, right? So he would have had to have done that at least in the standby phase, in my opinion. Well, oh yeah, so Mondo is going to try to summon out the Track Maker here. This is not a legal summon though. Now again, if you guys watched my other video, I explained that I was judging a bit, right, during this local tournament, and if he does this illegal play here, I'll be the one that catches it. So yeah, he's gonna attempt to add Mix, special summon out the Track Maker, but that is not legal. So here I say, hey, how did you summon Track Maker? And he's like, Remix. And I'm like, read Remix. and then he reads Remix, right? So yeah, you cannot summon out the Trackmaker here, as amazing as that would be, because I think Trackmaker is on special summon. Let me see. Trackmaker, oh, looks like I gotta add Cool Tune to it. Let's see. So Cool Tune Trackmaker, does it get to add on special summon? No. Wait, actually. No, yeah, it is on special summon. Whoops. So yeah, it would be very beneficial for Mondo to, of course, go for that, right? Now, did he not grab Bell? I guess not. Nah, there's no way. He probably just negates this and then Bell's the normal summon, right? That has to be it. We'll see. Here we see Rico get normal summoned, which is going to allow him to grab a non-level 3 Cool Tune Tuner. Is this going to get stopped? If it does, it actually can be impactful, because he should know that the other card in hand is not a mix, right? It's a Q. I could be wrong there. Let's see what he chooses to do. So he chooses to Harmonia here. Okay. Reveal 5. And then he's going to special summon and dump the Wind Pegasus at Ignister. This will allow the Rico to resolve, though. Yeah, I guess he never added back the Bell. Probably added back Q here for follow-up again, I guess. So Rico now, normal summon out the mix. Now, actually, now that I think about it, this does make for a bit of an awkward exchange. Yeah, he's gonna have to normal summon out the Rotary and not get the ad from the mix, because it would be level 3. But that's not that bad, right? Because like, you could just search anyways, the mix is level 3, and then you synchro summon with the Rotary in hand, and then boom, you're up 1. No, yeah, I think that was a misplay. I think he should have just normal summoned the mix, because it would have been a level 3, and then he would have had level 3 plus, level 1 in hand to summon Trackmaker, and then he would have had another monster, KTS, and maybe JJ Cool Tune, so that he can go for the Rico, or for the Q rather. So yeah, I'm not entirely too sure why that was done in that order, but we do see Chase did play a little into the Wind Pegasus at Ignister. The good thing is that he does have the KTS here, so he is going to be able to go ahead and grab Mix and then synchro summon with it. Yeah, now see, if he had normal summon out the mix, he would have had Q here, and then additional normal summon. I mean, it just would have made his hand way better, I'm not gonna lie. Now he has kind of a, like, the card is not dead, obviously, but the card doesn't do enough to interact with Mondo's turn next turn. So, I mean, he can activate it. It's going to be a 33 beat stick, but, like, what does 1 loudness word do to Q follow-up, right? The answer is not very much. So, I think Mondo will win game number 1. If Chase just changed just a few things in his sequence, he might have won the game here. Because I do think resolving the mix effect to pop was really good. Yeah, he would have ended with Remix and, what's his name? Zaylin on his turn instead. That could have been amazing. But hey, we live and we learn in these games. So he attacks over the Harmonia, and he is just going to pass. Is there a world where you go like Tribute, grab Q, summon out Q, special summon out Mix, grab back, and then go for Remix? Potentially. But yeah, the last turn was just played a little too awkwardly. I don't know, maybe he just didn't have like the foresight. I mean, I don't want to call anything wrong here, right? Because I ultimately do not know what these players are thinking in the middle of the match. And this is also first week still of Blazing Dominion, so I mean, you gotta take every play with a grain of salt here, right? Everyone's going to try to play to the best of their ability at any point in time. So I cannot be the sole bearer, especially when I'm not that good myself. So hey, there we go. We get, well, RS in the extra monster zone. That's not legal. But yeah, with this being resolved, it looks like Chase has seen enough, and he will go ahead and move on to the next game. Alright, so here we are in the second game. We are going to see Chase start this time, and he starts the same way Mondo did with KTS, except this time he does not get Ash Blossomed, right? So here we're going to see Q activate its effect, special summon, and we're going to see Mondo respond with a Harmonia. You know, I'm starting to realize that like Harmonia is not the best card overall against like Cool Tune, because like yeah, he gets to pop the Q here, but like Q is still, you know, resolving, right? And I do think that because of the Ash in his hand, Chase should still be able to end off on the Zaylin remix. So here we're gonna see Mondo resolve, which is gonna pop, dump the Wind Pegasus at Ignister, and on the special summon of Mix, we're going to see Bell. Now Chase does have Called by the Grave. I think I would use it here. I do think he should have summoned Rico instead though, but this works out. So he's going to hit the Bell. Mix is going to add a Rotary. Oh, it looks like he already has Rico in hand then. Never mind. Oh, perhaps not. We're going to see him use the Gamma in his hand to go ahead and special summon the Track Maker. So, Track Maker 1, Mix 2. That's going to allow him to grab Rico at this point, I guess, if he doesn't have it already. This could also be a JJ Cool Tune. Add additional normal. No, yeah, it looks like he is going to go ahead and grab the Rico, and then here we go. When Pegasus at Ignister, that's going to return the Track Maker here. Rotary additional normal summon, that's going to go ahead and grab him the Rico, which can grab him back the Mix here. And then that's going to allow him to go ahead and make the remix. But he's choosing to search instead. I don't think you really have to. You could just add back Mix from the graveyard. This is an infinite engine deck once it gets rolling. But we'll see it just, you know, resolve. I don't know. Maybe could have started a different way. Well, here he is going to go ahead and synchro off with the Mix in his hand to go into the remix. And let's see, from here, he is just going to pass. Yeah, I mean, he has Harmonia, right? Harmonia, Rotary, and what else? Ash Blossom. You know what? This could be still pretty good. Let's see here. If he tributes, he can special summon Rico and add Mix, and then Rico add the clip. Yeah, that could be nice. So here we're gonna see Mondo normal summon out Rotary by revealing itself and the Q. From here, Chase is going to go ahead and on resolution of the summon, tribute out the remix, and then go for a synchro summon here of the RS. RS is going to modulate the level, so now Mondo is stuck into level 5s, but he does have an additional normal summon, so he's not out of the game just yet, right? But I probably would have done this a bit sooner, just, you know, to get this on the board, and then, well, then again, you don't have KTS, so I guess waiting isn't, like, that crazy. I don't know, I think I still would have personally have done it sooner. Now here we have KTS, which is going to be activated, chaining the RS to negate here. And now we're going to see him, wait, why did the Rotary go? Post-editing, RGB Fox here. I reviewed the video, and obviously it was the Mix. Why doesn't anyone remember Mix? He just didn't point to it, right? So my visual cue did not catch that he declared Mix on this moment, but it's a-okay. From here, the Q does get stopped from the Ash Blossom effect, and I don't believe Mondo has any other extenders. Even if he did, he has a 4, so the best he can go for is like Loudness War, or that's about it, right? So with that, we are going to see Mondo scoop it up and go into game number 3. All right. Legendary third game between these two duelists. We're going to see Mondo start yet again. How does he choose to start this time? Will it be a draw phase KTS? No, it will be straight main phase Synchro Overtake. It looks like Chase does have Ash Blossom though, and that will stop the Overtake. And now we're going to see Mondo activate the KTS. He gets punished here, though, if Chase gets drolled. I think I would have done the KTS in the draw phase anyways, but I guess he wanted to get the value off the Synchro Overtake, assuming Chase had no hand traps to stop him. Because here we do see, I think Chase does have the Droll and Lockbird. But, you know, I will say this, as someone that's played Cool Tune for a while now, Droll and Lockbird doesn't really matter all that much. A lot of the times you are safe from it, and it doesn't really impact your game whatsoever. So Mondo will add the Q, which is the best way to play around Droll in this specific instance, and he will go ahead normal summon. Effect, that will be stopped by a Ghost Spell, so Chase having triple hand trap, and he has another one because I seen the Imperm, but is that a good starter in his hand? I argued that the answer is probably not. He needs a Synchro Overtake top deck because he doesn't have that much gas to play with, and here we see a Ghost Spell. We're going to see him normal summon the Q, and that will get immediately stopped by a warning. A little unfortunate to say the least. And it's right back into Mondo's turn. So does Mondo draw a tuner? Oh, even better, he draws Synchro Overtake. Chase could activate Bell though. I would have activated Bell because in case you didn't know, Bell actually can stop Overtake even if you don't have a target in the grave, because there is a potential that you can get a target there on resolution. So here we're gonna see Rico get stopped. Then he has the mix anyway, so looks like the only reason Mondo wasn't able to play there was just because he didn't have the wait, what? Hold on. If he had mix in hand, wasn't he straight? Because he could have gone remix. Oh well. Yeah, we'll just see how this plays out. So Mix is going to Synchro Summon with itself, and he had Clip as well. Sure. I mean, there's a lot Mondo could have done even last turn. Oh well. Clip is going to go ahead and be used with the Track Maker. He's going to chain block it, but it is irrelevant at this point considering the fact that Chase doesn't really have anything. Now, I think Mondo can actually go for a back-to-back play, as well as JJ Cool Tune, Tribute, and then add a normal summon, right? But instead he's going to KTS. But like, is this gonna be game here? So let's rebound, right? Mix normal summon. Well, no, he couldn't get the additional normal, but he did Synchro Overtake, right? Special normal summon, grab Rotary, which got stopped, right? Yeah, so we saw Imperm on the Rico, Bell on the Mix. So then you Synchro into Track Maker. Track Maker grab Field Spell. Then you go activate the Field Spell, Tribute the Q, grab Q. Q, normal summon, special summon out. Rotary, probably? I mean, I'm sure there was a line there to go back-to-back OTK, so we're going to see him just go for the Zaylin and attack, KTS. I mean, I guess this is still game here. He adds... Wait, what? Why are we not making back-to-back? Back-to-back is just swing, and that's damage. I mean, I guess this might also be game here, right? But I would have summoned the B2B at some point. So yeah, this works out. So Mondo is going to take the game here. While Chase is not exactly dead right now, are you really going to be able to play against the RS negate? I'd argue no. So they're calculating damage, 28 plus 15 plus Synchro Summon off with the Mix. That's 6 plus the 4 tuners in Chase's Graveyard, which is... well, yeah, that's over 9,000. I mean, that's game. So yeah, congratulations to Mondo for winning game number 2, or rather round number 4. He won game number 3 just right there. He will, of course, play, I think, another round of Swiss or top 8. I forgot, because that day they if the guy that was undefeated got paired down lost, then he would have had to gone into top 8. And whenever I got back from the restaurant this day, they were finishing out top 4. So yeah, no, I do think that it was top 8 immediately. Because if it was another round and then top 8, I think they would have been there way later at night. Because we all ended up leaving afterwards at about 2. Now I'm trying to think back on the board state here. So let's see if RGB Fox can figure out game here differently. So at this point, we know clip, right? So if we go through the sequence one more time, mix, clip, make track maker, go ahead and grab out field spell, go ahead and be activated. Then we go ahead, tribute out the Q to grab the Q, additional normal summon of Q, special summon out. I mean, you could summon out the mix, but I don't think those cards are once per activation. I think they're once per effects. Let me go ahead and make that final determination. Let's see. You can add favorite to hand except for a level 2 monster. If this card would be used as a single material. Actually, no. I'm overthinking it. You don't even need to summon back out the mix. You just summon another copy of Rico from the deck. Then you synchro summon 2 into Loudness War. And then you go ahead and make back-to-back with the Track Maker and the Loudness Ward to go into B2B. And then that's Rico 15-15, back-to-back 32-32, and that's, again, over 9,000. So, yeah, that was a lot easier said than done, but I couldn't just think of it at the moment. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys learned a lot and enjoyed this video. And if you did, please give me a like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll go ahead and, of course, upload more videos this week. Although this weekend, I will be live streaming the Epic Cards and Games case tourney. So I do hope that we have enough people to have not only 6 rounds of Swiss, but also cut off the top 8. And I will be uploading those matches individually on the channel afterwards. So if you don't watch the stream, stay tuned for more Blazing the Minion content. Thank you guys for watching. Peace. Have a wonderful day. Stay safe.